The topic for this part: customer care. One thing that can move your business up or down. And to be frank, the one thing that can destroy your business in few days or increase profitability as opposite. Customer care is often misunderstood. The point is, delivering your product or service to customer is not enough. You need to care about your client, work with client, talk to client, and listen to client. Why is this so important? Remember, previously we talked about communication. It's one of the most important things inside of your organization for daily operations effectiveness and for change product implementation. But external communication is as much important as an internal. Because when you simply sending your product to client and promoting, preparing some promo offers to get more clients and make existing customers buy more, you are just selling. And when your existing client can't reach you with questions or problems he has, you'll get negative feedback delivered not to you only, but to all people he knows he's connected online to. Says all this negative will give you attention, but not prospects, and definitely not that attention you need to take to make more clients and more business deals, of course. When you're simply thinking on how to increase your customers' lifetime value, and first decision is, we need a loyalty management system. Yes, you need, but you need correct communication with your customer. And if your phone number is not working, you have no hotline for customers, at least for business hours, it's already a problem. If your email doesn't answer, it's a problem. Or even if you have a customer care but they respond something like, we'll check your problem and no answer later, or answering with odd or irrelevant information, it's a big problem. Believe me, any loyalty management system, any bonuses wouldn't help you keep the client and attract more when your customer care isn't good enough. For modern competitive environment, when you need to think not about how to sell more, how to get more clients, but how to keep every client you have with best service product quality, with best customer care, with best communication you can imagine. It's a significant point for every business. It's crucial. For example, you have tons of feedbacks online, even on social networks. Check out your friends' timelines. On mine, it's always something interesting about any company, any local company or global business. It's always interesting to read these feedbacks. The last one I remember right now, prospect call to the company requesting information on pricing and terms for product manufacture. He's got good response, good conversation, and even discount for this volume has been promised during this conversation. Yes, he was lucky to reach business owner who's answered that call. He said, good, I will call you back tomorrow with details. Great, deal almost done. Business almost got that client. Next day, same prospect who's almost a client, calling same number, but reaching out not the business owner this time, but administrator. That was probably not the best day. It's probably a bad day for that administrator, bad mood, or simply this person is not right one to answer calls, I think. When the prospect mentioned that he talked to that Mr. business owner yesterday and got promise on discount, administrator said, I know nothing about this. I wouldn't call business owner on this matter and will not give you the phone number to call him. Deal failed. You lost a client. At this case, most businesses will lose most prospects. With prospect for the business owner, luck, this prospect was too curious and brave to find needed phone number and call business owner directly. I only hope that the administrator who answered that call that day is no longer working with clients and anywhere. See how one person can destroy your business? If this business got 20 calls with requests that day, and all 20 got this type of answers, will be good luck to get one of these prospects as a client. And with existing clients, when you hear that type of answer, you'll no longer want to work with these people. And if it's a store, you'll no longer want to go there, and even if it's convenient by place, even it's good by price, you will not want to go there anymore. See how communication and relationship with client works. That's cool. One more example from daily routine. We've just got new store opened next to our house with delicious Greek products. This grocery has good place and good product. How done! First time I was curious to find out what they're offering, but I was met by the seller with no mood, no smile, no presentation on products that are new to me and are not marked with price or some descriptions. All the names and contents are in Greek, so I don't understand what is it and why I need to buy this. Really, that's fun, but I want nothing to buy if I don't know what is it and can't see price, and didn't get any explanation. That seller simply looked in his papers for about 5 minutes to find the price for one item. I wasn't interested to ask for the price for other products, really. Neither I wasn't curious anymore because I don't want to go to this store again and have any conversation with this seller. But this store is lucky because it has great owner. Next time I've been close to that store and have seen person smiling to me through the window and making coffee. The ad placed on the window playfully promoted Greek coffee. For sure I want to taste it. When I come this time, I've met a business owner who was smiling, welcoming every new customer, every newcomer, making friendship. In 2 minutes, I knew the name, I've tasted some of new products. I had no idea that something like this exists. I've been pampered by nice conversation while this great person made coffee for me. I found out a lot about Greece and about business owner itself. Products this grocery has, price for products, and I was interested because I got all the information. I was welcomed and I've tasted good coffee and good new products. Big difference, right? Know what? I love to taste that coffee in this store, but only when the business owner there. I no longer want to talk to his seller. No, thank you. But I always come in for coffee or just to say hi to business owner. See the picture? If only that rude and sad seller will be sitting there all the time, I'm lost for this store as a prospect. But now I'm a welcomed client who is always interested to find something new or just get some coffee with good conversation. Same online. A friend of mine has been looking for software, just some applications. Wouldn't say what type is, to not give bad advertisement. They may fix a customer care problem, I think. For online business, for applications, digital products, it's crucial to have good customer care delivered through the email, chat, tickets, and other tools. As well as phone numbers also good to have. This time it was on-site chat and email contact form. Requesting price and technical details. Attention, price and technical details should be requested. My friend sent email through the contact form. And silence. No automatic response. No response in 24 hours. No response in 48 hours. In a week. In 2 days after he sent email and get no response, he was trying to get answer through the chat. He only got, "Hi, welcome to the company, how can I help you?" He sent questions and silence. Funny, yeah? How is it possible today? Why are you losing all because of these initial, most important, crucial things? He called that day to the company. Phone number didn't answer. And they called back in 3 more days. Imagine? Easy to lose clients or prospects, not easy to get back. Thus, it's easy to ruin your business without or with bad customer care, with no communication. You will tell me now, oh, that might be startup, they didn't set up all, la la la, and what I hear just la la la. Even if you're a startup, even if you have no personnel yet, you can't afford yourself such privilege as no answer to client or prospect. Remove the chat, answer that phone, set up email autoresponder, call back in maximum hour, better maximum 5 minutes of course, but do something. Don't waste time of your clients, prospects, and yours too, because you'll not get success if your contacts, email, phone number, chat are not working. You're not answering to your clients and prospects. Don't waste time, just close it or change it and make it right. Talking about customer care, I always recollect the scene from Pretty Woman when Julia Roberts' character trying to buy the dress and treated by seller as it's too expensive to you, you can't afford it. Unfortunately, it's not just a movie stand. We can see this type of treatment every single day. Tons of examples. When one single person or one incorrectly incorporated process can ruin your business in days. Thus, when you need to gain every new client, you lose every new client. That's what I mean by the importance of customer care. Are you ready to lose clients? Or you want to get more clients and make your business successful? If you answered yes for second question, then let's build really good and outstanding service, the best customer care service for your business. Not admissible one, but the spectacular one. The service your client will remember, will talk about, and will come back to you smiling all the time. Before we'll enumerate steps for you as we normally present step-by-step guide, let's summarize general rules for every business, online, offline, local or global, providing product or service, B2B or B2C. The general rules are: number 1, quality. Make sure you are providing the best quality of your product or service. Of course, it happens when something goes wrong. You need to be ready to work on problem and solve it in the best possible way, and make sure that these problems not the rule for your business when it comes to quality. Rule number 2: friendly service, smiling, mindful, and neat personnel, but not pesqué. Make sure that all the people who's working with you, and especially every person in your business who communicate with client anyway, is neat, mindful, and friendly. Smiling and can be funny. Sense of humor always helps. Remember, person will always remember how did you make his or her feel, but not always what did you do. Thus, in friendly atmosphere, when your client relaxed and smiling, feeling comfortable in the cozy environment, you'll definitely will get this client today or tomorrow. Make friends. Do not think how to sell, but how to build relationship. When your personnel, your customer care team member is negligent, rude, or just sending or saying some standard phrases, simply following the rules, sell it or send something, it's a job, you are losing clients. Your client will never be loyal in this environment, will less likely recommend you, and for sure will choose another company with the first convenient situation. Rule number 3. Know your client, know your product and service. In terms of marketing, you need to know your competitive advantage. You need to know your target customers. How do they behave? How they think? What they want and need. Know channels. If you are selling site optimization service, you are more likely need online support tools in addition to the phone number. If you own the grocery, your number 1 aim is friendly, personal, and relationship with client. obviously. Rule number 4. Make memorable offers, provide trials, giveaways, bonuses, thus your client will be thinking what next can you offer in addition to the product or service he normally buying, but not looking for analogs. The rules above are the most important for the beginner.